Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Man, a lot has changed in the past 3 or 4 weeks since the last time that I made a video. Apologize for not getting to it, but the world inside of the US, well, no, the world has really changed lately. So I wanted to make a video today talking about how if you do have a hair system, you can still keep moving forward with that during this environment, and to give you an update of what's going on inside of my life. So if you still have a hair system, if you have a hair system, if you're thinking about a hair system, this right here might actually seem like, God, your worst freaking nightmare, right? Like if you don't have a stylist, someone that can do a reinstall for you, who can do your cut in for you, who can take care of any problems you have right now because of social distancing, man, that's got to be frightening, right? There's a lot of uncertainty. I mean, beyond hair systems, we're in a time right now where, listen, the world is going to go on and we're going to be fine. Humans are incredibly resilient. Our societies are incredibly resilient. It's going to be okay, but it feels like everything is falling apart, right? These recessions are natural. The pandemic is unfortunately not natural, and that's something that we're dealing with, but we'll get through it and life will go on, you know, it just will. So there's a lot of uncertainty right now, and you might be feeling that you can't see your stylist, you can't get the products that you need, maybe you have to reuse systems. I wanted to come at you tactically at first and then talk about the mindset stuff after, because that's part of like who I am, right? So if you can't see a stylist, that's problem number one, right? This is a great time to take accountability and to move forward with your own education of having a hair system, or learning how to do all of this stuff yourself. Now, Hair by HME, the Hair Experience channel, Curtis, like, he's put up so much information. He's paved the way for so many of us to actually go ahead and do this work ourselves. He's told us how we can make templates. He's told us how we can't really cut our own hair stylist wise. I mean, I suppose you could, but that's the cutting edge of it, right? But everything else, he's pretty much demonstrated how we can do, right? Now, if you do have a current system right now, though, the most likely thing that you have is something that has been installed. Maybe it's time for a reinstall, but it's already been cut in. You know, your hair on the sides might be getting a little bit long, and on the back might be getting a little bit long, but it's still good, right? It's still doable. So, number one, gotta learn. This is a time to experiment, and this is a cool time to experiment too, right? Because as frustrating as it is, and I've gone through this, as not getting the installs right and feeling like you're messing up the unit or something like that, this is the perfect time to do that work. The perfect time to like mess it up a lot and just take it off, try again, right? We know how with adhesives we can break the bonds with using alcohol and with using things like oh man, I forgot what the solvent is called. Okay, I can't remember it right off the top of my head. But anyways, these are ways that we can break down the bond and we can try once again. So let's not be afraid. Let's actually take this as a time to enhance our skills if we do have a hair system. Now, the other thing, right, is if you can't get supplies. So right now, you can get things shipped around the world, so that's not a problem. Everything should be in stock. You might not be able to get it from your stylist anymore if that's the case. I actually have some leftover stuff that I could probably send to some people. I have like Ghost Bond XL. I have Ultra Bond by Walker, I believe it is. I have Max Sport Pro. I have a couple of these things that I'd be willing to give away if someone needs it. They're not that expensive of items, but I'm not going down the hair system route again for quite a while. If ever, I don't think. So there's that, right? Now the tactical, or not the tactical, but the philosophical, the mindset approach to all this kind of stuff, if you have a hair system, right, is that I see this in a lot of people's life right now in different areas. They're feeling that with this pandemic, they're feeling with social distancing that it's okay if we're not improving ourselves and if we're having a hard time. And it is okay if you're having a hard time. But these are the times that you build resiliency, and these are the times that you build a lot of strength in who you are and your character and moving forward. So if wearing hair systems is part of your journey, this is a great time to experiment, to move forward. We got a little bit more time on our hands, generally speaking. Like, work might be tougher for some of us, and if you're in the health professional, man, I have so much respect for you, and you're doing a great service for us, even if you don't have a choice. I'm sorry about that, but thank you for all the work that you do. But remember, guys, this is the time to build resiliency. This is the time to experiment, and it's okay to have fun with it at the same exact time. All right. Now all that's out of the way, this is going to be a shorter video than I usually do. I try to make them around 15 minutes to 20 minutes long. That way, anyways, so from here on out, right, like, it doesn't really make sense for me to do hair system commentary anymore or talk about my journey with hair systems, because it's not the route that I'm taking. Where I'm at right now, and I'll be posting more videos about it in the future, is that I am I have my head shaved pretty close, right? And I am using minoxidil and finasteride. I'm probably about, 20 days in or so. And we're going to be seeing how the results are from that. So I'm going to be posting updates about that. I'm thinking about doing some other updates around just like men's grooming, men's health, stuff like that. What I'm going to be doing in the future, though, right, is, and I don't even know, man, like, if finasteride and minoxidil I do get results from, which I'll be sharing with you guys as I go through that journey, there's a chance that I will maybe consider a hair transplant at some point. And because the thing about that actually kept me from getting a hair transplant was that I thought I couldn't use minoxidil or Rogaine, and I thought I had an allergic reaction to it. Funny story, guys. So I started minoxidil, Rogaine, like, I tried it 3 years ago, right? And after about 3 days, my whole face blew up and, like, was swollen. There was an edema, which is the medical word for it, and it was really scary. And I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to use Rogaine anymore, right? So I stopped it for 3 years, which is now, it's probably maybe one of the bigger mistakes I made. Unfortunate. But the other thing that I did, right, I made homemade kombucha, or not kombucha, I made homemade kimchi that same period of time, that same night, the night before I had all the facial swelling, and I ate it, right? And I woke up the next morning, my face was completely swollen up. And this whole time I thought it was Rogaine, but no, I think I just had some really, really bad kimchi that I made from home. So I guess I'm not making kimchi anymore because I didn't do it right or something. But anyways, so I'm going to be walking out that journey with Rogaine minoxidil, considering getting a hair transplant if things go well over the next, 6 to 10 months. We'll see how it goes. And however it happens, right? Like, I'm not gonna try to predict the future there. But so you'll see stuff around that on the channel. Maybe some stuff I'm gonna be like playing around with beard grooming, because I gotta rock the Jason Statham look, right? The strong guy with the shaved head and maybe a beard. Although Jason Statham doesn't have a beard, but it's a thing, right? It's a look. And just, we'll keep on making content in the future if it matters to you at all. I'm actually going to be I'm thinking about doing something this coming winter called an endless winter, right? So I live in Florida right now, but my dream has been to do a full continuous cycle of following winter, right, from the northern to the southern hemisphere, and snowboard. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of BKXC, Brian Kennedy. He has a YouTube channel where he's a mountain biker, and he basically mountain bikes all year round, and he posts videos of him riding trails, and it's been about 3 years, and he's built up an amazing following on YouTube. of just people that love mountain biking and wish they could kind of do what he is doing. I have the opportunity to potentially do that with snowboarding, and no one's really done it with snowboarding, and I'm really excited about that. You know, I've talked to you guys about how active I am, and that's not changing. I'm pursuing that even more. I'm going after those things that I want in life. And I don't know if you noticed, but you know, like I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy. Like, I'm gonna make another video. Probably the next video that I make is gonna be all about like what I thought shaving my head was gonna be like versus how it has actually been, and just discuss like psychologically how it's been. Right? It's been interesting. I think we're all curious about it. We're all a little bit afraid to do it for the most part. Anyways, guys, so good to see you. I'm going to be posting videos on a regular, consistent basis more often, and give me suggestions for the type of content that you want to see. You know, I'll make stuff as it comes up. Like, I don't know. Do you want me to keep on posting about stuff about hair systems if I don't have a hair system? Like, let me know. All right. Talk to you soon.